Alrighty, welcome to Wednesday. I am gonna just say right now, I apologise in advance for the severe lack of energy in this part and the trade recap part, probably. Because this morning, 'cause obviously market opens for me at 2:30, so this morning, I ran a half marathon and I'm knackered. So, yeah, I did it in 2 hours 18. Pretty good going, average pace of 6 minutes 30 kilometer, held it really well. It was good, enjoyed it, but I'm knackered and I'm aching. So, not a lot of energy in the video today. So, I apologise for that. Let's jump right in. We've got news at 10 a.m. and 10:30, new home sales. Last time this came out was August 23rd. Let's just go back real quick and have a quick check at the 5-minute candle. Quite a big rip up, so might be in our best interest to wait for that news, or we can take a very high quality setup before and use it as the catalyst. Let's just check what we did. I was away from the charts that day, so it is what it is. Anyway, let's jump right into my analysis for today. So, right here, 4-hour lows, 4-hour highs, all-time highs, nice and simple on ES. On NQ, same sort of thing. 4-hour highs, 4-hour lows. On the hourly, we've got these hourly highs and these hourly highs as well that are just resting above these ones. And then to the downside, there's those 4-hour lows and those 1-hour lows, along with a 1-hour imbalance. And then there's quite a few 15-minute low resistance draws as well. But if that gets hit, the hourly for value gap gets hit. And then we're waiting for the retrace anyway. So there's also, I've marked out in 2 blue lines instead of having a massive rectangle in the way, just to keep in mind this hourly imbalance to the left here. ES, same sort of thing, except we're very much filling this completely. Haven't closed above it yet, but we have filled it completely already. Do a mark on those hourly highs. Thank you, hasn't made any. So, ES, same situation. 4-hour highs, all-time highs, 1-hour highs right there. 4-hour lows, 1-hour lows, and then on the 15-minute we've got lows all through there. That, oh yeah, on ES that is an hourly low right there anyway, which is at the top of the hourly imbalance anyway. So ES it's looking like I'm going to be waiting for a 5-minute retrace on ES no matter what. Same sort of thing on NQ anyway. Let's just NQ, what could happen? Oil price could come down and take out just these draws, 1-minute trade longs. Or if it takes out these draws and fills this imbalance and takes out these draws as well, this is still a 1-hour imbalance being filled, so that it's still waiting for a 5-minute down candle retrace before longing. Hourly lows, 4-hour lows, same thing, 5-minute retrace candle before longing. And then to the upside, if you fill this all the way, 5-minute retrace up, shorts. Take out any of these draws, 5-minute retrace, and then shorts. ES, same thing. No 15-minute lows really. Price comes up, takes these out, takes all-time highs out. Then we're waiting for that 5-minute retrace up, then shorts, or coming down to these 4-hour lows and 1-hour lows, and this 1-hour imbalance, 5-minute retrace down, then longs. That is what I got my eye on pre-market. Market opens in about 4 minutes. Today, risking the account is sat at 50,294. I'd be happy if it's a high quality setup to risk that 294 to back it break even again. But ideally not. Anything under 0.5% fine risk. But if it's a really like high conviction, high quality setup, both indices are telling the exact same thing, then I will put on a bit more size up to that $300 mark. So that's my plan. Yeah, catch you all I'm so tired. Catch you all whether I've taken, not taken, won or lost. See you in a moment. Right, quick trade recap. Obviously I'm still completely and utterly physically drained. I'm so tired from my run. And this mistake today, well, I don't think it was really a mistake. Like the short did look good, and we'll get into why. But I still got to take 100% accountability, despite the fact what I'm about to say. At about 9:40, my dad's like, take your washing out the washing machine. So I leave the charts, I go and do it because I've been asked to do it, so I'll go do it. I leave the charts, I come back, that 5 minute retrace has happened, and I just quickly find an entry. And I should have just waited because it was at 9:52 I took my trade, and I should have just waited for news because news was 8 minutes away anyway. So I've still got to take 100% accountability for the loss. Can't blame it on anyone else because it'd be stupid. It is my fault. I didn't risk much. I didn't lose much, obviously. $160, so just over, well, 0.33% I lost, which is happy. I'm happy with that. It's all fine. Still having good risk management. I'm not blowing 1 day's profit with 1 day's loss. And then it is working out that a profit's covering 2 days' losses, I think. So all is fine. Let's dive right into the trade recap. So market opened, ES legs up, took out all-time highs, by the way. This was just a trade I planned out. Ignore that for now. I'll get into it in a minute. But price came up, well, ES came up and took out all-time highs. Right, those 4-hour highs, all-time highs. And then 9:41. This is while I was gone. I was off the charts at this time. I came back and I'm like, right, cool, 9:41. 1 minute breaker structure on ES, 9:41. 1 minute breaker structure on NQ, move down, move up, boom. It also inverse this imbalance right here. As well, I was like, cool, right, we're waiting for a 5 minute up candle now. 9:50, this candle closes up. I'm like, awesome. We've had the sweep because NQ came up and took out those 4-hour highs and those 1-hour highs. Awesome. At the time, 5 minute retrace too. Epic. So I draw an equilibrium from this high down to this low, as you can see right here. Oh, that was the what? There we go, down to that low, which is a 5 minute low as well. That high to that low on the 5 minute, because that retrace makes the 5 minute low, so you can draw on 5 minute equilibrium. So here's that equilibrium line. We come above it. Here's the 1 minute order block that took out the sweep into the order block, back into this tiny imbalance and this imbalance right there. So two imbalances together, not overlapping, but together. The inverse Ferrari gap and this one. We also inverse this one as well, by the way. I had to point that out. We did inverse that big one too. And then, boom, massive wick up and a close bearish. Over on ES at this time. What time is this? 9:49, 9:50. There was no 5 minute up close. But price was in that equilibrium and did give a close out at 47 and was moving down here. Didn't quite inverse that one, but at 9:50 it was back down here again. So yes, it was in this BPR. It did give a reaction out, but ES had took out all-time highs, so the shorts looked favourable. ES took out all-time highs. NQ took out a 1-hour low. NQ had that 5 minute move up again, that 5 minute retrace we're looking for, and then right here, respecting this new imbalance, refilling the inverse for value gap. I would have liked to enter there, if I'm honest. But because I wanted to risk the proper amount, I was faffing with this menu here. I was just completely faffing with it. I didn't get my entry till here, which is still a valid entry because it's a close out of the order block again. So it was still a completely valid thing. I sold two and then sold one more because I had $80 risk. So I was like, I'll up it. Because $80 is not a lot risked. Because the shorts did look hella favourable, I can't lie. off the all-time high sweep and then the sweep on NQ. And then yeah, I entered there. I stopped above that high a little bit and then just got stopped out. So it is what it is. Take profit one was these lows here for a 1.34, and take profit two was those lows at the top of the hourly imbalance. So at 2.22 right now. So it is what it is. Like, I mean, the trade was it was still a valid trade with myself, but I was rushing around the house, putting washing on the dryer, putting washing on the airer, and then came up upstairs and was like, oh my god, the 5 minute retrace has happened. I need to get in off this, close out the order block, and then got stopped out. Realistically, news was coming out at 10. News was bearish and we've had rips up, but lie my face. But realistically, this setup was 9 minutes to news, so I should have just waited for news. So I think what I'm gonna do next time, make a rule for myself. If a setup comes 10 minutes before news comes out, just wait for the news. Or like maybe 5 minutes, even though that wouldn't have covered today's loss, but 5 minutes, because sometimes a trade set up before news, the news can be that catalyst to bring it in the right direction. I mean, the news came out bearish. The news came out greater than forecast, which is good for the dollar, which is bad for indexes. So theoretically, news should have caused a sell-off, and that would have been in my direction anyway, after the ES swept all-time highs, but it is what it is. Not fussed. As you can see, 0.3% risked right here. Took the L, and minus 0.33%. I haven't done my journal yet, but I will get round to it right now. I'm marking it as an L with a smiley face because it was a valid trade setup. Like if you go on the replay thing, to here, like it looks valid after that sweep, the 5 minute retrace, and even on ES at the same time, it is like if we zoom out on the 5 minutes still as well, like that's all-time highs that are being swept out. The short honestly did look viable at the time, so I'm classing it as a valid trade setup, but I should have just waited for news. So it is what it is. It's another loss. The funded account challenge sits at 129.96, so tomorrow will be 0.25% risk, $125, and then we'll build up from there again. I'm considering taking tomorrow off anyway. I'm just tired, but we'll see how I feel in the morning. But that's my trade. Wrapped up nicely. It is what it is. Not really mad. Quickly cover this one on ES. So we've had all-time high got swept, and that got swept again. Those highs got taken out. Sell off, sell off, sell off. 5 minute retrace starts here. That candle closed at 10:35. After 10:35, can look for a setup. Draw on 5 minute equilibrium from the high to the low. And then Wicks equilibrium doesn't invalidate this 1 minute imbalance. I had this 5 minute one drawn out, but doesn't disrespect to this 1 minute imbalance. Close out of it after Wicking equilibrium. Stop above the open. Well, the open of the first of the three would technically be that one. An 8 tick stop loss is an extra $100. So I could have taken it. It would have still been in my risk amount, $265. That's just over 0.5%. But I didn't really feel comfortable, to be honest. So I didn't take it. But I put my theoretical stop right there at that open above the equilibrium as well. Just a one take profit at those 15-minute lows in the top of the 1 hour. Oh, sorry, they're 1 hour lows. Top of the 1 hour imbalance as well. And yeah, it's at 1.55. I just didn't want to take it because it would have put over the risk amount that I agreed for the day. So another positive win there. I stayed disciplined. I didn't take another trade. I didn't break my rules. I stayed emotionally disciplined as well. And I didn't go over the risked amount that I had set out for myself at the start of the session. So overall, I'm not going to really mark this as a bad day. I think it's a okay day. It's just a loss that happens really because all systems don't have wins, and the system gave me a setup, an opportunity, and I took it, and it didn't play out. So happy with it, to be honest. NQ ended up coming up, taking out those highs, the hourly highs, the more hourly highs, and then these 4 hour highs all the way over there, and then did give a 5 minute retrace candle, equilibrium from the high to the low. 1 minute imbalance, wicks into equilibrium, close out there or close out of there. But there, again, there's not really. Stop at the first of the 3 candles, there's the open. There's not much to take profit from, if I'm honest. Maybe the bottom of this imbalance. It's not viable trade conditions, any of that way, which is why I didn't take another one on the account. So happy with the day. I can't complain. I can't whinge because opportunity came. As you saw, the shorts did look viable at the time, I believe, and I had confidence in my analysis. I risked a good amount and happy with it. So it is what it is. It's another loss for the books. It's another learning opportunity. I'm not going to get annoyed at myself. I'm not going to get annoyed at anyone else. The loss is still 100% my fault. And as I keep saying, it is what it is. Always another trading day. That being said, like, subscribe, comment, peace out.